Hey yo, have you guys heard about 500 Level? They make officially licensed WWE merchandise, and I actually have been working with them on a couple of designs. A design that I worked on recently was with a girl named Caitlin, who's a big Dakota Kai fan, and we designed this new Dakota Kai shirt, which you can get exclusively now at 500 Level. Once again, officially licensed with the WWE. Really wanted a new Dakota Kai shirt. Got this one designed and made, and it's on the website now, on sale now. 500level.com, guys. Join their partnership program. You get discounts the more shirts you buy, 10%, 20%, 30%. You earn points and you get a discount. They have OG shirts, guys. I had to re-up on my NWO shirts on 500 Level, the comfortable material if you get the premium shirts, but even the non-premium is super comfortable. I got NWO shirts. I got Shawn Michaels shirts. You can find some of your favorite wrestlers on there. You can find none other than guys like Razor Ramon, the bad guy. Check out this shirt. It's a sweet, sweet shirt, everybody. 500level.com. Like I said, they have the NWO stuff. And if you're like a big NXT fan, they got shirts for all of your favorite NXT wrestlers. And if they don't, let me know and I'll make sure we get some shirts made for your favorite NXT wrestler. I went to go support my girl, Carmen Petrovic. You guys can check out our casual conversation on my YouTube channel. You can check out mine and Carmen Petrovic's casual conversation. But 500 Level had a Carmen Petrovic shirt. I had to go support my fellow Canadian and the homie Carmen Petrovic, guys. 500level.com, guys. Check them out. Get premium, officially licensed WWE shirts that you cannot find in a WWE shop all the time. They have a huge selection on their website also for MLB, NBA, NFL, NHL. They got shirts for everything, but their wrestling selection is insane. Custom creative designs. Maybe I can work together with someone out there that is an editor that wants to put more designs on the website. Hit me up. 500level.com. Check them out and keep doing the thing. And we are back for another casual conversation with the classic. And guys, I got a very special guest today. It's none other than Billie Starkz, who will be performing this Friday at Ring of Honor Final Battle in the Hammerstein Ballroom, the legendary Hammerstein Ballroom. A lot of great wrestling events have happened there throughout the years. But first things first, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I've been super busy, but doing great before pay-per-view.
That's awesome. That's awesome. How excited are you to perform? Not only perform, but also be like one of the headline main events for the Hammerstein Ballroom.
It's mind-boggling. I'm so excited. I've always wanted to wrestle in Hammerstein, so this is my one time, and I'm excited.
It's crazy because I know you grew up obviously a wrestling fan, so you've
Mhm.
seen all these events that have taken place there, and you getting the opportunity to wrestle, it must be a big deal. And not only are you getting the opportunity to wrestle, you're wrestling there with someone who's been somewhat of a mentor to you in Athena. So what does that mean to you?
Mhm. Bina has taught me well. I've stood by MIT. I thought it was a family, but I don't think family treats each other like this. I'm beyond frustrated with the torment I've went through for the last couple of months, and Lexi's not here to help me out anymore. So we'll see what unfolds at Final Battle to see what we can get through.
When did you know that this MIT situation wasn't working out? What was the pivotal moment where you're like, the light bulb went off?
I don't know. I feel like there was multiple weeks where I took it on the chin, and then the Fatal Four-Way match made me realize something when we did the contenders for the Dynasty. And I just realized that I wasn't where I wanted to be on the roster, and I want to take over.
You no longer wanted to be a minion.
Yes, to put it simply.
The idea of being a minion, like whose idea was that, and what did that always sit well with you and Lexi, or did you guys ever discuss the idea like minions kind of sounds a little disrespectful?
We knew what we signed up for. MIT
Yeah.
was a contract that we signed up for and knew that Athena was in charge. So if anything, it's on me and Lexi for agreeing to be minions. We just didn't know what we signed up for. We should have read the fine print.
You wrestled Athena last year at Final
Mhm.
Battle, and she defeated you by submission in around 28 minutes, nearly 30 minutes, of one of the longer matches that we've seen under the AW umbrella. And
Mhm.
my question is, what are you going to do differently than last year?
I refuse
against
to give
Athena.
up. I'm not tapping. I'm not giving up. I'm at this point over this last year. I've grown into just a violent person. So I'm going into this fight not being the same Billie Starkz I was during the first match. I was very generous with what I did. I made sure that I tried to do a count out. I tried to do this. I've literally done everything and she's done nothing for me. So I've hit the point where it's my time now. It might have been your show, but I'm taking it over.
You made amends with Athena after last year's match. It seemed like there was tension there at that point, but after that, you guys made amends and you guys are back together. There's no making amends anymore. Is that how you feel?
I feel like we are near the end of our bridge and
Yeah.
final battle should show where we stand at the end.
So I was gonna ask this later, but I'm curious now if you, when you bring it up like that, obviously winning the Ring of Honor Women's Championship is the biggest goal for you right now. But what other things are you looking forward to in the future now of Billie Starkz without MIT, without Athena, without being a Minion? Like, what are your future goals?
I hope to take over ROH just like how she did. I expect to be running the women's roster and be the top of the card every night.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I want to take it back a couple of seconds and talk about a couple of big moments you had in the past year while being with Athena and being part of MIT. First
Mhm.
things first, you were the first ever women's television champion in Ring of Honor. How did that feel, and what did that mean to you?
It was a historic moment. I was super excited throughout the tournament. And I feel like that's when I finally clicked with what Athena was trying to teach me and how to be evil, how to be violent, how to get my way. And it worked out for me then, but it didn't stick. So maybe it isn't the right way. Maybe I need a little bit of this and a little bit not. I don't know yet. So we're trying to figure this out.
Maybe you need to take what she taught you and use it against her. That
That's
might
what
be
I'm
the
trying to
case here.
figure out.
Yeah. Another thing that was actually really cool that I don't think has been touched on quite a bit is there was that I was actually there live. I didn't expect it to
Mhm.
happen. It was a bit of a surprise, but we had Ronda Rousey come into Ring of Honor and team with Marina Shafir against you and Athena. What was it like to be in the ring with someone like Ronda Rousey? Do you ever expect that to happen?
It was a very out of the blue experience and it was crazy how it unfolded and I was happy to do the match. It was crazy to me that we got to wrestle twice in the same week. But being able to say that I had her last match for I think a while
Yeah, we don't
is pretty
know.
cool.
It might be forever. We're not sure.
I don't know when she's coming back, so I can say
Yeah,
I was the last one we know of.
yeah. That's it is insane. I was there live, and there was obviously rumors and rumblings, but nobody knew
Mhm.
for sure. And then the music hit, and you're like, "Oh, this is crazy." And for you
Everybody
to
can't
be,
get over me dumping her on the head, and I was like, it's just a German. I do it to everybody. I
hey,
promise.
if anyone could take a beating or getting dumped on her head, it's probably going to be Ronda Rousey. She's taking bigger blows to the head and fighting in the other cage. That's crazy because you're like what, 20 years old?
I just turned 20.
How insane is it that you've done as much as you've done and you've just turned 20?
It's crazy to me every day. I was talking to my family about this of just like living in the moment and trying to take it all in, but we're running around so much in city to city every single weekend. I was like, I don't remember where I am half the time.
I think I saw on social media like yesterday when I was doing a little bit of research. It's like almost a day of, like maybe a day, maybe it was yesterday, maybe it was the day before
Hmm.
yesterday that you made had your first match on AW Dark against Britt Baker.
Hmm.
And it's like, did you expect to be where you are now from just having that first match on AW Dark? Like, it's
It's
insane.
all just happened. Like I feel like everything has fallen into my lap and I've been super, super lucky to get where I am. I've just taken a hold of every opportunity that's been put in front of me and made the best out of it.
Hey everybody, it's your boy the Wrestling Classic here. I appreciate you being here. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. I have to tell you guys about these WWE plush toys that are in Walmarts near you in the United States. Go to Walmart, see if they're on shelves already. They're gonna be on shelves ASAP if they aren't already. And make sure if you see the old line of these plush toys that you pick them up off shelves, because once they're off shelves, you won't be able to get them again. They will be on eBay. They'll be there for resale at higher prices. Get them while you can. Let me show you the old line before I show you the new line of plush toys that are coming out. Let's look at the old line. We got none other than the Phenom. The Undertaker. Guys, check out this detail. Super cool. Make sure you guys get it. Officially licensed by the WWE. Make sure you guys check that out. We also had none other than the Ultimate Warrior. Ding, 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 ding. That sounds like an Indian song, but we got the tassels. So you guys, make sure you grab the Ultimate Warrior. This is from the last line. We also got a green John Cena. You can't see me. There's a new John Cena, which I'll show you guys in a couple of seconds, but this is the green John Cena. Check this out. Eyes are real blue. Blue, blue, blue. When it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. We got the Hulkster, Hulkamania, brother. Check out this Hulk Hogan that was from the last line, guys. If you guys don't have this yet, it will become a collector's item and you're gonna have to buy it for so much more. So if they're still on shelves at your local Walmart, pick them up. And last but not least, we got the madness, Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah. We got the Macho Man. We got some more tassels here. Cool jacket. A good space cowboy hat. Guys, if these 5 are off shelves already, you want to make sure you go out and get them. Now we got the new line, which features none other than arguably the greatest luchador of all time, Rey Mysterio Jr. Check this out, a little fuzz on the head. He's also got some tassels. Get the Rey Mysterio. And talking about the Hulkster, we got another Hollywood Hogan now from the NWO. You see that right there. He's got the lightning on his pants. You guys get this Hulk Hogan if you haven't already. Once these off shelves and another line comes out, you won't be able to get these unless it's a resale too. So officially licensed WWE plush toys. Check them out. As I mentioned earlier, there's now a blue John Cena. Matches his eyes this time. Get the blue John Cena if you haven't already. These should be on shelves now. Pull the ones up because we got none other than the tribal chief Roman Reigns, the head of the table. Check out the tats. Check out his hair. This is a dope Roman Reigns. He's even got the glove there. One of the most historic reigns as a WWE Undisputed Champion. Recently just lost the title at WrestleMania 40. You guys definitely want to get this Roman Reigns. Last but definitely not least, the current champion, the man that finished the story, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Check out the details on this, guys. Look at that. He's got his logo there. Shout out to Extra Cooler who helped out with this design. Guys, get this Cody Rhodes. Get all 5 of the new plush toys that are on shelves. Check if they have the old one. And keep doing the thing. Buy them. Check them out. What does it mean to you? And I don't know if you've ever really thought about it, that there's probably other girls growing up right now that kind of look up to you being in the, being as young as you are, making it as quickly as you have into Ring of Honor, winning the television title, working Ronda Rousey, main eventing the Hammerstein Ballroom, doing all these cool things at 20 years old. You're kind of like an inspiration. Like, what does that mean to you to know that?
It's crazy to me that I inspire people. Like, to me, I'm still learning. I'm still figuring life out. But I do have a really good friend that I've been helping out that started wrestling named Rachel Armstrong, and she's constantly been like, "Oh, this is so amazing for you. I'm so proud of you, blah, blah, blah." And she's like talking about how I inspire all these other girls that she's wrestling on the indies. And I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I haven't been around long enough for you to be like, yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, and it's insane because I've obviously I've been doing this, been in this wrestling scene for like 10 years now, and I've seen people start from wrestling, and most of them are starting at like 20, 19, 21, 22, and like, when did you start?
I started wrestling when I was 13.
That's insane. Were you allowed to? Like, what was the process
So
there?
in Kentucky, I lived in Kentucky. I couldn't wrestle in Kentucky until you turned 18. You need a license. So I would drive across the bridge to Indiana and wrestle in Indiana because Indiana was lawless and you could be any age to wrestle in Indiana.
Yeah. That's crazy. Who trained you? Who were your first trainers then?
I trained at a place called Grindhouse Pro Wrestling. My original trainers were Rudy Switchblade and Aaron Lamada. They were like old OVW guys, so if you ever want to find some of their stuff, it's OVW.
Yeah. So I have a quick question for you though. So then I obviously don't believe everything you read on Wikipedia, but I read your Wikipedia really quickly, and there's a story about your teachers questioning your whole life because of the bruises and stuff you're coming to school with. Like, tell us about that story from your perspective rather than Wikipedia. Like, how did that go down?
So my freshman year, I literally didn't tell anybody I wrestled. Like, I started wrestling in middle school, so everybody in my middle school kind of knew. So I didn't have to explain, like, yeah, I got bruises. Like, yeah, this is normal. When I went into high school, I just had like my small friend group, like of 2 people who knew about it, and then nobody else knew. And it was probably like a month into the school year. I've literally walked in black and blue every single week, and my English teacher pulls me out in the hallway and she's like, "Hey, we need to talk." And I'm like, I didn't even do anything to get in trouble yet. Like, school has just started. What do you mean we need to talk? So we walk out into the hallway and she was like, I'm just concerned. And I'm so confused. I'm like, what is she talking about? And she was like, you're covered in bruises and like it's been a weekly thing. And I was like, oh, you think my mom beats me? No. Please don't call CVS on my parents.
That is insane. So did they understand after that? Was it going
So
forward
I
like, oh,
literally
she
had to pull
wrestles?
up
We
a
don't.
wrestling match and show her
Yeah.
the video for her to fully understand, like, yes, this is what I do on the weekends. This is why I'm beat up. And right after that, I'm pretty sure everybody figured out I was the wrestler. One of my other teachers were talking about it. And I had a career options class with her, and she was like, what do you want your career to be? And I, of course, I'm like, a pro wrestler. She's like, oh, how are you going to do that? And I go, well, I am. Here's videos.
Yeah. What was the reception to that? Was everyone kind of like receptive to it? Like, oh, that's cool, or were they like,
So I
ah?
literally only had like one guy who ever said anything negative about it, and then by the end of my high school career, like senior year, we were friends, so it was
Yeah.
weird. Like I never had issues with anybody being like, "Oh, that's fake. We hate this. Da da da.
Yeah.
You suck."
No, that's awesome. I guess I should ask you, since you've been inspiring people now, like who inspired you? Like who really made you want to get into professional wrestling and pursue it?
So for me, like growing up watching pro wrestling, I love the NXT era of like Bailey and Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moné, whatever you want to call her now.
Yeah.
um that generation of women really inspired me to like pursue pro wrestling, but also being a fan of independent wrestling. I got to see like Sarah Dobson, Crazy Mary, when she was doing the indies, and I thought she was phenomenal. I got to see Jordan Grace when she was about my age, like 13, 14, wrestling.
That's insane.
hmm
Yeah, no, for sure. I have to ask you, so I don't leave it out there. What is Pizza Cat Junior?
Pizza Cat Jr. Is Pizza Cat's other half. Pizza Cat was made for Bizarro Lucha,
Yeah.
whole different universe, and Pizza Cat, who was Shotzi Blackheart, passed on Pizza Cat Jr. to me when I joined into the Bizarro Lucha universe. So I decided to become more of my Lucha esque um, and involve that into wrestling. I feel like it's very fun to wrestle as a different person sometimes. I was like, it's
Yeah.
not always Billie Starkz.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. So, like, will we ever see Pizza Cat Junior again? Will there ever be a Pizza Cat Junior appearance?
I talked about maybe bringing it back for Halloween next year, but I'm not sure yet. So maybe look out.
Maybe, maybe. I mean, I'm not saying that you're not going to. I really have confidence that you are going to dethrone Athena this Friday at Ring of Honor at Final Battle. But if
Mhm.
you don't, maybe Pizza Cat Junior can.
Dang, don't make me bring the cat out, boss.
The last two questions to wrap this up. First things first, talking about Ring of Honor. I just want you to do a little bit of a plug yourself. Like, what is it about Ring of Honor today that you think people should be tuning in for, and why is it important that people be checking out Ring of Honor?
It's a whole roster of people that you're not going to see otherwise. Me, Lee Moriarty, are the future of pro wrestling. Like, these people are people you want to keep your eye on. And ROH has meant so much throughout history in pro wrestling. Nigel McGuinness, Christopher Daniels, um, Brian Danielson. Like, there's so many different people who came from ROH and have made a name for themselves around the world. So if you truly want to see what the future of pro wrestling is going to be in the next couple of years, that's where you should be watching.
That's great. That's great. I always ask this question to wrap things up. I feel silly almost asking you. I feel like I should probably ask you like 10 years from now, but I'm going to ask you anyways. We'll talk about 13-year-old Billie Starkz that started trading at 13. Do you feel like you've made your younger self proud up to now?
Yes. Yes, for the most part, yes.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm sending you the best wishes for this Friday, the Hammerstein Ballroom, and congratulations. Like, that's a big deal to be able to wrestle there at this age, to be able to be in a headline match, to have a story that's been going on this long with you and Athena, the back and forth, the rematch, all of it. Like, it's super cool to have this early in your career. And I'm looking forward to checking it out. Thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
show.
you.
Appreciate it. Everyone, check out Billie Starkz and keep doing the thing. We'll see you all next time.
It's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's your boy, the Wrestling Classic here, guys. I want to let you guys know that there's a limited edition Wrestling Classic tee. I'm wearing it right now, but I got to show you the back because it's in collaboration with none other than HQ Clothing, guys. It says Conquered in the back because that's what we do. We're out here conquering it every day, guys. Wear this shirt, remember to conquer it. Do the thing, keep doing the thing. HQ Clothing, Headquarters Clothing, guys. Limited edition Wrestling Classic shirts. There's only like 70 left. There's only 100 printed. Make sure you get them before they're gone. I truly, truly, truly appreciate your support. Conquer it. Get it now. Put the link in the description below.